All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a dose of the driven. Show you how easy it is. It should be easy. So let me put this phone down. Let me just do it like this. So this should be easier. All right, that might work. All right, so boom, there's the driven, and this is my first wake up. So I take a few other pills too. So these are the first three pills. This is of the driven. You take three of them, and then you wait about 15 minutes. It only takes about 15 minutes for it to kick in. So in regards to like energy, um, because it's hitting your dopamine system and not your central nervous system, the energy hits different. So it's more of an alert energy. It's more of like an internal energy. So you'll notice it immediately. You'll notice that you're alert, you're ready to go, you're focused, and you're motivated. Um, so compared to coffee, let's just say. So once you try this, um, you won't feel the need to get a coffee. Like you're able to be cognizant of your energy levels. So as soon as the energy is up, you might have the habit of going to buy a coffee, but you'll be cognizant of it because your energy levels will be so high. So be you might be able to bypass drinking a coffee because your energy is through the roof. After a few days, and you get acquainted to the formula, your body gets acquainted to the dopamine in your system. You can try drinking another coffee and you'll get that much more of an energy burst because it's hitting two different pathways. You're hitting the dopamine pathway, and then you're taking some coffee and you're hitting the central nervous pathway. So you'll be zooming. Excuse me. Now, beyond, let me take a little sip of drink. One thing that you will notice with this particular formula is that your energy levels will, like, you'll be able to. So, for instance, you take this in the morning. I'm taking this right now. It's about 9 o'clock where I'm at. So basically, the energy from this it'll last you basically the entire day. The entire day you'll be motivated. By the time you're done with your day and you get home at work, you'll still have energy, but it's the energy to the point to where you can actually wind down. And also, when you do take it, the energy is not a jittery energy. It's not like a energy. It's more of a calm, sustained energy. You also have the EGCG in there that also adds to that as well. And then because the EGCG prevents the dopamine breakdown, you're able to the curve lasts a little bit longer. So if I may, the reason a lot of the other supplement formulators they've put tyrosine, and also there you won't find many of them that have 99% pure L-dopa. This has 99% pure L-dopa. This is 99% pure, so it will hit fast. The other thing is I decided not to add tyrosine and DLPA again for the opioid and enkephalin sparing effects. Um, but also the norepinephrine effects. But the other reason I wanted to do that is because if the issue is dopamine and its extension, all right, so those two are covered. We have the dopamine across the blood-brain barrier, 99% pure mercaptan L-dopa, and then you also have the EGCG that prevents the COMT, which is one of the other ways that dopamine gets broken down, other than MAO, MAO. So um, So what I decided to do with adding the DLPA, the reason I wanted to do that is, so once the when you first take it, they share the same receptors, mind you. Once you take it, the dopamine spikes first because it's 99%. Boom. The DLPA doesn't hit yet. The DLPA, it takes time. So if you're on a curve like this, right? So here's the L-dopa, and then here's the DLPA. So you take the pills. This is baseline. Boom. As soon as you take the pills, dopamine hits, and so the DLPA is still not hitting that peak yet, while the dopamine is going up. So by the time the dopamine starts to fade off, is when the DLPA kicks in. So now you have another D. So as the dopamine is coming down, you have the DLPA kicking in, and then that extends it further. And you still have the COMT, which is actually still in your system, which is actually slowing down the breakdown of the what do you call it? The DLPA. So the reason I made this formula uh, specifically like this is to keep that the dopamine curve. So if we say this is L dopa, and then this is DLPA, and then we can add the dopamine in general. So in general, you're having a spike like this, and then the DLPA hits. Thereby, basically, what I'm trying to say is, if I had a graphic, what I'm trying to say is the base